Caravan, a redshirt freshman, fantastic year, all freshman team in the Big East. And he was actually freshman of the week 6 times this season. Hot shooting start for both teams. And reset here to Clayton. He'll fire. Got it! Already over a season average. Sanogo misses. And Connecticut comes up empty again.
I love that drag screen action up the floor.
Clayton around a screen, he'll fire. Splash!
But he says his interests right now lie with his team and all the rumors that are speculating about Coach Pitino and Iona or some other Big East jobs. And he says the biggest factor is winning and impacting people, and he loves Iona, he loves representing Iona, and he really cares about these guys.
Walter Dick.
But Clayton had 8 points and 8 boards in the first half. He did his job.
Three-pointer won't go for Jenkins. Kept alive with Jefferson. Clayton! Massive shot for the Gales.
They're showing his skills early, bringing the ball up against the press, then delivering the perfect dime at the rim.
Shema out on the three-point line, giving off for Nelly Jr. Joseph. Walter Clayton Jr., the MAC Player of the Year.
John Dunn told his team this morning, we're going to space it, we're going to push it, we're going to shoot a lot of threes.
Barris 31% on the season from behind the arc. Clayton Jr. looking to answer. Strong move by Walter Clayton.
During the TV timeouts, you know, they cannot afford to have him off the floor. Hardly at all.
Clayton Jr. finding an opening against Barris. Rickner unable to get it over the rim. And Iona going the other way.
You don't get those back. You have to take advantage of that opportunity. That will bite you.
Walter Clayton Jr. makes Barris.
John Dunn saying, wait a minute, they're holding us on every play, and then you call that, but I think the refs have done a good job of balancing their calls.
Walter Clayton Jr.
press on a make and an opportunity.
Thomason, Shema the rebound. Early on, we've got just over 5 minutes off the clock. We've already had 6 lead changes. Winner of this one advances to the MAC championship Saturday night. How about Walter Clayton? Purple Eagles, that was a blowout win for Iona. The turnover, Clayton Jr. ahead of the pack, and the throwdown. Leesburg, Florida, for Niagara.
Switching themselves on Clayton.
Clayton from up top. Bread and butter for Niagara here so far tonight.
Good toughness at the rim on the box by Iorio, and the second effort.
Walter Clayton Jr. getting inside.
Really organized with that sideline out of bounds, understanding that Iona is taking away everything, including denial from the inbounds.
Clayton Jr. on the pull-up, off glass and in. The third quarter outscored Siena 20-9 in the fourth quarter. On the inbounds, Walter Clayton Jr.
Iona will use some clock on this possession. Rick Pitino called the set. They'll run it down to about 7-8 seconds, and then they'll attack. High middle ball screen. Look for the short middle roll by Junior Joseph.
With 5, Clayton Jr. goes to work. Dagger.
Certainly 2 schools of thought.
Corner 3, Thomas, no good. Rebound, Clayton. MAC Player of the Year, Walter Clayton Jr. to Jenkins. Jenkins. John Luis passes up the open 3. Now to Clayton Jr. A long rainbow 3.
Him to attempt 3 balls. He shot the air ball.
He's just 1 of 6 now on the season.
Right, he doesn't.
So he's
right.
not the guy.
He doesn't shoot a lot of them, but that didn't look good coming out of his hand.
No. Jenkins, Clayton, open 3, got it. Walter.
And 0 for 3 from the field. Let's see if he gets involved here at the 15:50 mark of the second half.
Clayton uses the Joseph screen and knock.
A common foul. Iona basketball out of bounds under.
Jenkins had 14 in the first half, yet to score here. Fires a pass, John Luis, now Shema. Junior Joseph working on Bartone. Has to throw out a pass to Clayton. 4 to shoot. Clayton, little floater, got it.
Oh, that's
Refuse, stop, pop, no. Rebound, Junior Joseph. Clayton from 3, yes.
had a good look. Thomas did deep in the corner, and another really good rebound by Clayton. He is such an excellent rebounder at the guard position.
Jenkins gets the pass to Clayton. Good catch. Correct. That's a 5-0 run.
That's 5-0 run, absolutely.
Clayton looks to stop that run, and he does. What a play by
Wick. Off the bounce going to the basket.
He's got 25, but little help.
He just hasn't had enough help from his teammates tonight.
Clayton, little stutter step, turnaround, finds Weiss outside. Now Shema. Back to Clayton. Clayton, stop, pop, got it. Well, floater. Jenkins, alley-oop to Clayton. He missed the stuff. Clayton gets it back, layup good.
Sunday, another 7-footer that Iona has at their disposal.
Shema finds Clayton. Clayton over Powell for 3, got it. Walter, rebound, Ogimoto Johnson, glass, no good. Rebound, battle for it, taken by Shema. And Jenkins the other way to Clayton. Clayton quickly up, little stutter step jumper, got it. Irvin James, 9 points. And we're tied up for the 4th time here tonight. Oh, Clayton down all alone, then Blue meets him, but too late. For 2 and drains it. LeBronx back up top.
And you give Powell a lot of credit the second half of this year, finding different ways to score, and a lot of it on that pump fake from 3, being able to put the ball in the dribble and knocking down that 16, 17-footer.
Jenkins uses a Shema screen. Now back to Shema. Clayton, he'll put up a 3. Got it. Rattled it in.
Great effort play there by Ingram. The awkward catch. Missed it the first time and just quicker to get the ball on the rebound.
Clayton up top 3. Got it. 2 in a row.
Here in the second half, and started on 14 shots, but starting to get a little hot out there.
Yeah, three 3-pointers on the night for Clayton. He's got it. Now this time driving, stop, pop, got it.
Emma went for the big throwdown on the weak side. It was unguarded on the box out and just missed it.
Clayton spin move. Off iron, got it.
15-3 in conference games, and they've won their 13th regular season. Shema elevates, end of shot clock after his own miss. Kick out, Clayton a 3. Yes, sir.
Back at you. Not many guys his size anywhere in the country can burn you quickly from deep.
Gardner's got 5. Clayton on the back door. Jenkins. Clayton driving it all the way in. So physical on the driving in, spinning to the left hand. Here's John Luis. Opposite to Clayton, catch and shoot. Clayton unloads. 84-69. Still work to be done for the Gales down the stretch as Clayton answers with Stormo. Nice high-low look with Lane. Prior to today, they only played 2 possessions together on the floor and showing good chemistry there. Clayton a quick trigger, got it over Bear. 21-5 start for Iona. A win today and they could clinch a share of the MAC title. They would be 2 up with 2 to play, notwithstanding the Rider results. Clayton on the pull-up. Got the friendly bounce here at Hines. Into the lineup for Iona. Second game back after that deep bone bruise kept him out for quite some time. He takes the spot of Shema as Clayton, the hesitation dribble, gets to the cup and one.
Sienna team.
A rare miss at the free throw line for Walt. Crowd knew it too. There was an audible gasp when it rimmed out. Clayton teeing up a three. Good.
Amounts on top, 10-2. You knew they'd have to hit the three ball to win this game. We're a long ways away from that, but it's an outstanding start, and Arena is alive. Fading jumper, Clayton is good. Iona moving it beautifully. Clayton, pull up, no good, short. Oh, a tough break for them out. Malik Jefferson Benjamin on the outside. The feed down low out of Bio with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. And Iona runs it down. Clayton looking for that mid-range game where he's absolute. You want to beat the press, not only to get into a half-court set, but at times to score. And Benjamin does that. The first Mount player into double figures. Clayton. Tough hanging jumper. Good. Attack. Galore. Here's the free throw. No good. Back iron. Rebound loose. Iona's on it. And now a chance of the lead if they can bury a triple. This is for the tie. And it goes. Benjamin, not a 6-footer, and he's shooting over a 7-footer there. As allowed to Shema up top. Jenkins trying to get his hands on it, but it's now Clayton's turn. 47 all. What a game at Arena. The mid-range pull up, good. Take the open three for the corner, and now 7 to shoot. It's Bio from deep. Strong, tipped out, and Iona's got it. That's a shot. Bio can really shoot it. He's 4 of 10 now on the year from deep. That's a good shot for them out. Clayton triple, and good. Much more than you see it called a flop in today's game, I think, on a play like that. As Clayton with the basketball around the screen. Clayton the pull-up, and Iona's starting to extend it here. DeAndre Thomas is going to guard the man with the ball. Clayton. Shema up top. Clayton gets it back. Quick move. Euro step whistle. Fouled, and he scores.
Kasperzak's on the ball defense. Again, it was a broken foot for Joe at the beginning of not only the season, but in the summer that he had to work back. And here's Clayton Jr., a three, and that is good. Not for the Purple Eagles. Niagara yet to score, and we are 3+ minutes into this game. Clayton Jr., a three on the way. That one is good. 6+ minutes into the ball game. Noah Thomason with it. Noah with Junior Joseph on him. He steps back. A high arcing three on the way. That one no good. A little bit too strong. Weak side rebound, Clayton Jr. Here he comes into the front court. Picked up by Noah. Jump stop all the way to the bucket. Finger roll. Drops through. How thinking about there. We will see as action continues. Clayton Jr. with it. To the bucket. Layup good. Incredible. Io with it. Now to Clayton Jr. He'll pull up. Left elbow jumper. Good again. We talked about it already. The Purple Eagles trailed Quinnipiac by 17 points in the second half before a stirring comeback, forcing 5 extra minutes and winning it in overtime. Clayton Jr. able to finish down low. Jr. Sue, get a good look at this. Iona walking the ball up the floor. That has been a rarity. 10 seconds left. First half, Clayton Jr., is he going to keep it himself? He's had a great opening 20. A deep three, that one is good. Io, number 2 for the Gales, again is checked in. Clayton Jr., a corner three, and that one rattles in. That call. You saw his reaction. So Iona dodges a bullet. Jenkins with it, left wing. To Clayton Jr. There he goes, going to work on Noah. Floater on the way is good. A triple there, but unable to knock it down. It has been an unlucky number 13 for the Purple Eagles here today. Great cut by Clayton. Layup is good.
That was that
finger roll. Yes! Noah able to finish as he splashes onto the hardwood on the baseline. That is a lot of work to get from 42 to 44 points. What do the Purple Eagles have left? 5 and change left. Clayton Jr. ties the career high. He steals the basketball away at the other end. Layup good. He's able to finish.
With post defense. Henderson left alone from 3. His shot off the mark, no good. And Shema able to get the rebound and give it off to Jenkins. Clayton, a good shooter, fires, nothing but net. Iona to have a chance here. Off balance shot, Henderson no good. And the rebound pulled away by Junior Joseph. You can see right away, Jay, that Canisius is just not going to let them beat them transition-wise. They're just conceding the defensive board. Yako didn't even go towards the board.
Osborne Shema gives it up now to Danis Jenkins. Jenkins back out to the top. Shema to Clayton. Nice ball fake. Fires up that 3. And like that, it's 10-0 Iona.
Available. You're at half court. You got to sprint and get there. And look at it, cost them an easy out-of-bounds play.
Inside. Akpo. Jump hook. Does not go down.
Got to have that. Got to have that. He had a mismatch. Would have liked him drop step and maybe go to his left hand there.
Clayton, long 3. Nothing but net. Clayton with...
And spot up one of your shooters. They haven't been doing that yet. Of course, the length of Iona, Jay, is making a big difference, right?
Clayton Jr. rises up. Wow, he is on fire tonight. That's
done a great job with free throws as we will take it now to Jay Moran and Richard Walsh courtside.
And right out the get-go here for Iona. It's Walter Clayton Jr. picking up.
Throw it high, but most times you should be able to at least get a really good shot off if you're screening properly.
Osborne Shema, the handoff to Walter Clayton Jr. Open 3, nothing but net. That's
a mid-range jumper from the big.
Oh, they needed that in a big way. And what makes Iona so tough is they go on those quick little runs, 6-0, 8-0, where a tie game or a 2-point game suddenly becomes a 6 or an 8-point game. So nice response there by Supreme Cook to end that run.
Clayton Jr. double clutching and then streaking.
Matchup was going to turn out today, but nice bucket there by him.
And the press pays off. Parker Weiss, the easy steal for Iona. And the Gales have it back, leading by 8 as we approach the 4.5-minute mark of this first half. We were tied at 14, but since then, Iona has gone on a 10-2 run, and they have the ball here as they work the shot clock down for one of the first times today. It's under 10. Now at 5. Clayton drives a lane, and he gets in uncontested. That really jumps off of that stats graphic, Sean.
And they were good looks. They were quality looks. So you have to think if they keep getting them, a couple are going to go down, and then it will space out the paint for Supreme Cook and AJR to go to work.
Walter Clayton Jr., an easy 2, refuses to screen and drives right in. This is the running layup. Shima back to defend, and Iona comes back into the front court with Jenkins. Leads the MAC in assists. Leads the MAC in assists to turnover ratio, and Walter Clayton.
They're down 2 starters. Iona, of course, without Quinn Slazinski. Michael Jefferson still out. Clayton knocks down the step back 3.
Paint with enough room for John Luis's athleticism to be on full display.
And then he got a steal. Clayton tees it up. Got it for 3. Timeout, Mountaineers.
What you have to do if you're Benjamin, don't settle on the perimeter. Try to go beat the big fella off the bounce. And at that point, the Gales have to have efficient help side defense.
Clayton driving in and answers right back as the 3 is knocked down by Tinsley. Cordelia into the starting lineup now, his 6th straight game, doubling his production. The floater for was trying to convey to the officials that he felt like the Iona backcourt was flopping. Had a similar reaction after that offensive foul, and Clayton again taking advantage of increased playing time as Malik Jefferson misses his 8th straight. Shima, the turnover. Picked up the loose ball, Clayton probing. He elevates from the elbow. That was tough. On the bounce, Cordelia, no, it rimmed out. Rebound redirected to Jenkins. He trots his way up the floor, leaves it off for Clayton. Catch and shoot, splash. Walter. In my older age.
We all cheat sometimes. With
Gibson, no.
Never cheated with an Android in my pocket, but
that's why my information is a little slow to develop. Clayton, a 3. His first.
That first game was not a fluke. So they think their team can compete, and thus far they're doing exactly what he wants.
2 seconds to shoot. Clayton to beat the shot clock. He got it to go, and boy, did Iona need.
By Clayton, Shima just needs to catch the ball.
An open 3 in the corner is short from Tyrese Williams. Here come the Gales. In traffic. Ooh, that was athletic. What a move by Walter Clayton Jr. On the road. Still in the opening minute of this second half. A lot has happened already. Clayton from the elbow gets it to go. The lead's now 13. Equation that leads to a 6-0 run by Iona. And it's going the other way. 5 turnovers in 90 seconds by Baker Dunleavy's squad. A chance to make it a single-digit game. Clayton for 3. Kaboom! 9 in a row so far.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Another scorer on the floor.
0 for 2 by Nweke. And here comes Iona, this sold-out crowd ready to explode. Clayton coast to coast. The lead is
over the top. Excellent move. Jackson Stormo, he's got to be good today for Siena to get the win and take over the MAC conference.
Backdoor look for Clayton. And a goaltend on.
Go to work, Mr. Bear. Go to work.
6 points for Bear early. Averages 4 a game. Danis Jenkins all the way to the rim. Good passing. Leads to an open 3. It's good. Walter
Clayton, what you want. Don't leave that man open.
Play tag halfway down and out. Nelly Jr. Joseph was about 40 feet behind the play, ran down the court and got the rebound. He never gave up on the play, ends up getting the board as the turnaround jumper by Clayton. Left-handed layup, missed it. Rebounded by Clayton. Iona on a 9-0 run. Clayton for 3. He got it.
My goodness.
No shortage of intrigue, interest. Nelson lost it on the way up. But when you break all that away, it's a really important college basketball game for the story of the MAC this year. As Clayton gets behind the defense.
Again, the Jaspers have.
Brennan's knocked down too.
And it never fails, Eddie. Anytime you get an offensive rebound, it usually leads in a three. Again, Iona. Again, he brings great energy on or off the court.
Samir Stewart turning it over. And here comes Iona. The Gales so quick transitioning from defense to offense.
Keep in mind what I said about Iona's defense. They're physical and long.
Oh, beautiful. High arcing.
I think the Jaspers are starting to feel a little more comfortable on how this Iona team plays. But again, they are very, very good.
Clayton. Full speed the other way and one. How good is Walter Clayton?
However, in that case, I had to go in after that victory.
Shima stepping out. That'll rim out. Comes all the way out to John Luis. Another possession. Clayton, no hesitation on the wing.
And Eddie had never, no question about it.
Manhattan running the floor. Watson too strong, and this game has an unbelievable pace to it so far. Clayton pull up in transition. Goodness.
That's big time right there, Eddie. It becomes a battle.
And it really does mean a whole lot, because in this league you have tremendous rivalries. You have Canisius, Niagara, you have Siena and Marist. And the fact that this is by far the most intense, well, that tells you something, as Clayton has before Junior Joseph tied it. Stewart fading away. And here comes Cruz Davis and a chance to give the Gales back the lead. Clayton, teardrop, does just that.
That's a tough shot.
Thought he'd return this upcoming Friday against Manhattan, but here we see Clayton perhaps ahead of schedule. Clayton open, a three, got it. Walter.
To Jenkins, his play, they're going to have to keep him out of the paint, and then turnovers. I think that
one coming into this one. He has two made handle it and get into the half court. The overplay, though, good hustle by Weiss to knock it away. 6'2" senior from Naples, Florida, stopping and popping for three. It's out. Nuttall taking it all the way to the rim. The reverse not there, though. Clearing the rebound is Osborne Shima, the 7-footer from Rwanda, on the floor. Clayton drives by everybody.
Understanding who his team is and then communicating with these young men does a really good job. Also in the player development.
Yeah, 10 newcomers for SMU this year. 8 are transfers. Clayton hits thoughts on the pace here so far in the first half, huh?
I think it's been a nice pace for both teams, and I've been impressed with the level of basketball, I think, though, the key number, 11 points off a turnover for Iona. That's the ball game right there. And beautiful.
He's able to power his way close to the rim. Couldn't hit it. Nuttall will try from distance. That rims out. And Clayton corrals it for Iona. Quick trigger three for Clayton. Got it again. Nuttall has 13, which matches his season average. We still have a minute and a half left in this opening frame. Clayton again. Got it again! Clayton trying to change that. Gets blocked by Williamson. Jenkins lets it fly with 10 on the shot clock. Rattles in and out. Long rebound out to Davis. Here's Clayton for three.
Not turning the ball over.
18th nationally, averaging just 10.5 turnovers a game. Clayton uses the high screen on the pull-up. Walter Clayton knocks it in. Clayton spins at the foul line. It's good. Remember, 2:51, 7:25 remaining. Clayton wanted Junior Joseph, defended well by Kelman. Another quick double team to the post. 8 to shoot. Clayton weaving in. Clayton fading away. Clayton got it.
Not one ability, so Iona, a wonderful story.
Clayton pull up. Got it. Walter Clayton from the foul line. The rebound.
Here's the pick and roll defense. Princeton has to shore this up.
Clayton working in concert with John Luis. The screen from Junior Joseph. Clayton gets downhill all the way in for two.
And we're tied.
Final minute of regulation. Clayton spinning to the paint. Oh, that was tough.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. With the job Coach Schmidt has done up in New York is remarkable. And what better theme for a Basketball Hall of Fame event than Hall of Famer Coach Pitino in the house today.
Mike Roberts, Mike Palau, John Cal Jr. Today's officials in our first game. First shot taken by Walter Clayton.
Two-headed monster offensively and throw multiple threats at you on the perimeter.
Flowers is getting an early look, but he started at Hartford, averaged just under 15 points per game. Clayton driving, denied from the back by Venning, and he's caught. Evans, Farrell from the corner. The weak side rebound for Iona. Clayton with the three. That's good.
Defensively without fouling for this home stretch.
Pass tip by Shima. Good stop by the big man. Back inside. Clayton finishing.
Playing very hard from the start.
St. Louis got into New York yesterday, practiced here at the Heinz Center. On the back door, Clayton. The forward when he faces off against Rick Pitino. Clayton the rebound after the Collins missed. It's very meaningful for Coach Ford. Oh, the floater for Clayton. Figures with 10 points. Clayton catch and shoot. No. Just 2 of 14 from the floor. Hesitation. Clayton looks to attack. Jenkins gets trapped. Clayton open from 3. This time he got it. Collins as he's percolating here in the second half. But is it too late with Iona leading by 15 and under 6 to play?
And Iona's going to take their time, run some sets, take a little bit of time off the clock.
Junior Joseph has avoided picking up more than just his third foul in this second half. He has stayed on the floor. Jenkins the mismatch, the hesitation dribble. In the post, Clayton slashing to the rim and gets the layup.
About the rest of the year, they're a good team. Tonight, so far, has not been their night, but they're very capable.
Clayton at the carry Driving, carry, the floater, short, Shima. Another offensive rebound. Shima fumbles it to Clayton. He banks it. Iona. Staveski inside. His pocket pass is broken up. Iona off to the races as Clayton will pump fake and drive in and put it off glass.
Well, that's the one thing we talked about at the top, is that this team has enough weapons on the perimeter to keep it close from a shooting standpoint.
Not there, but Akpo cleans it up.
Weak side ISO situation for the big to guard back door.
Kick out to Clayton and
token pressure, nothing aggressive, and dropping back.
Cruz Davis, Jefferson on the cut. On
Nice
the kick out,
pass.
spotted Clayton for three.
What a pass.
Pass intercepted by Clayton. Clayton darts to the basket and the block. Long on the trail rejection, but Iona retains. Clayton escape dribble into a three, and he
successful in that trip, but he could make free throws for a big normally.
Walter Clayton stepping through.
I hate to see that so early in the season.
Iona had scored 13 in a row. Clayton to the cup.
Craft.
Shift to the left hand, and a graduate student puts it up and in. A returner to this Purple Eagle lineup.
Well, he's an interesting matchup for Junior Josephs because he can score from inside and out.
Walter Clayton. The corner for Moore, too strong. That lid is still tight. Clayton driving off glass. Walter Clayton heading to
off the floor.
Clayton on the baseline, elevates and scores it. Hung on the back of the possession continues. Bayless driving. Clayton has to be careful with the 4 fouls. Picked up by Parker Weiss. The senior captain now on scholarship after 3 years as a walk-on. Clayton, the crossover and the finish. Back. The main offense off the bench for the Purple Eagles.
One thing is for certain, that the players for Niagara on the floor right now will continue to play very hard. They have not stopped playing.
Clayton to the cup. High degree of
Yeah, very, very similar vibe.
very similar feel.
And so number 4 for you is still to come, I guess. TBD.
Well, the Arthur Mohegan son.
That's true. You might know. You might be flying a charter flight home. Good looking stroke there.
Rebound.
We talked about Perry Smith Jr. as a high 3-star recruit. He was offered by Alabama, LSU, South Carolina, Texas A&M, TCU, Marquette, on and on. Iona offered, and he chose to become a Catamount. Walter Clayton under control. He's a nice looking move by Nick Fiorello, playing with confidence here in the second half.
Yeah, just simple, good basketball. Coach Becker throws his arms up in the air and goes, guys, it's not complicated. You move the ball, you post up, you play through them, good things will happen. Movement off the ball is so key to the success of who's on the ball. And when you start standing and you're watching and you're allowing the defense to dictate what you do, you're never going to have a good offense.
Other basketball, but he got his degree, got his undergraduate work done at UConn, and decided, you know what, I'll throw my name in the portal and see what happens, and UVM is taking a flyer.
Clayton was tough, man. On mobility or posting up in the paint. The paint area is where he has to get 2 feet for him to be successful offensively.
He's got 10 points. Duncan is all over Brookshire. Clayton with that nice crossover to create space. A couple of very proud programs that, despite the one-sided nature of this game, we would be surprised if both are not very much alive for postseason play come March. Clayton's had him.
Aaron Estrada also had 5 assists in that win on Monday to go along with his 27 points. Good contest from the Gales at the rim, and they have numbers. Slazinski kick out. Clayton in open 3 is good, and Iona has their
early on, but his teammates picking up the slack. Tyler Thomas and Keystone Dubar red hot early on.
Thomas has made a couple of threes. Dubar has 9 points, and the Pride lead it by 6. Here's Clayton to the floater, and it snaps.
Usually be attributed to Aaron Estrada, but so far it's been Tyler Thomas. He loves that elbow jumper.
Now these are minutes here. We have to mention where the Pride are without Nelson Boachiatam, playing Keystone Dubar at the 5, but Nelly Jr. Joseph off the floor for Iona as Clayton comes up with a loose ball. Plotnikov down to 5 to shoot, has it knocked away. Here's that live ball turnover. John Luis for Clayton.
That's what Iona can do.
In the first half. Dingle fires inside, a pass too hot for Marks to handle. Clayton to the rack. Gets around it, it's the lead. The other way, it's Shima the denial. Iona running, Clayton at the 10. Offensive glass. Now Dingle gets another try at it. Could not convert as Slazinski takes it away from his teammate.
Well, they got the looks that they wanted, just couldn't convert from 3.
Shot clock is off. Rick Pitino wants his team to play for 1. Clayton slows it down. High screen, Junior Joseph. A re-screen for Clayton to drive, goes reverse. Oh, what English! Excited to get him back into the lineup as he starts game 1 of the season. Defending, Junior Joseph. Kick out, Clayton firing away and knocking down.